many of you thought I had forgotten what to speak next? No surprise about it. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good afternoon.
What is the most mystic, mysterious, complex, sophisticated creation of nature that we all possess? Any guesses?
Mind.
Mind, absolutely right. Mind, the faculty of our consciousness and thought. This mind, in our words, that is in words of a software engineer, is like a software program that runs in the hardware component called brain. But the intricacies of this mind are far more than we can imagine. One of you just demonstrated it. I kept quiet for a while and immediately most of you thought that I had probably forgotten my speech. Now let me give all of you 10 seconds to just close your eyes and concentrate on your thoughts. You may open your eyes now. How many of you can say for sure that no thoughts crossed your mind? I must use you to exemplify my topic in the end, but that's really great. Mind, in a fraction of a second, starts so many parallel thoughts. Some of them could be positive, some of them negative. What happens if the negative thoughts outnumber the positive ones? What happens?
We become tensed.
Yes, all the negative impact is seen on you, just like Alice. Alice was once granted a boon that she could ask for some supernatural power. She thought for a while. She always wanted to know what others thought about her. We also have that tendency, right? So she asked for the power to read people's mind. She felt that by doing so, she can not only understand what people think about her, whether she's pretty, whether she is intelligent, and so on. She thought she could also read great people's mind and become great herself. Little did she know of the impending trouble. This boon was granted to her at the cost that it could not be reverted. Once granted the boon, she realized that it was more of a bane than a boon. She became distraught, having realized that people were filled with very disturbing thoughts. Thoughts which were better left unread. People were contained with malice and agony. Her mind became cluttered with all the negative thoughts of all the people. Not only that, but with the thoughts, with her own thoughts about each of these thoughts. She became so distressed, so disturbed, that she locked herself to death in a mental asylum. This is the impact of negative thoughts when they overpower the positive thoughts. But what happens the other way around? Let me narrate a small incident. In one of my journeys, I met a lady called Smriti. She seemed to be somewhere in her mid-20s, late 20s or early 30s. As I began a conversation with her, I realized that she was 52 years old. I had thought her to be half her age. I was perplexed. How could that even be possible? She started narrating her story. She told me that in the early years of her married life, her family met with a devastating accident in which she lost her child and eventually her husband. she lost her desire to live. She felt like committing suicide, but she let these moments just pass by. Slowly, she realized that there was some reason why only she in her family was alive. It was definitely for her betterment. She decided not to fritter her wonderful life away. She took up masters in psychology and became a counselor. In solving other people's problems, she overcame the mental trauma herself. She gave importance to the positive thoughts, and that's how she made her life beautiful. But I asked her about her age, and you know what she said? She said, "Oh, age is just a case of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter." That's the power of mind. Trust me, you can even look young if you allow your positive thoughts to overpower your negative ones. But we need to channelize our brain, our thoughts, to work in that direction. When the beauty of joke falls was admired by people, Sir Vishveshwaraya, he was intrigued by the thought that it could be utilized to generate hydroelectric power. Similarly, each of us need to realize that we cannot just think and admire the potential of mind. You need to tap the potential. So friends, tap the potential of your mind. Channelize your thoughts in a positive way. There's a saying that goes, "Karat karat abhyas te, jarmati hot sujan. Rassi avat javat hai, sil par hot nisan." If you practice being positive in your life, you will be able to make an impression in life. So, I'm sorry I forgot my placard. I would just like to iterate that what you think is what makes you. You make your mind and your mind makes you. That is the title of my speech, mind you, pun intended.